Hello, good afternoon. Today we are going to speak about the documents that are necessary to submit citizenship process request. So the documents are not very difficult, they are not that much. So the most important documents that you will need are just three. First one, birth certificate. The second one, the criminal record from the origin country. Even if you are living here for 5, 10, 20 years, doesn't matter. And the last document, the proof of basic knowledge of Portuguese, a certificate issued by a school, a recognized institution in Portugal that recognizes that you have the basic knowledge of Portuguese. About the first document, the birth certificate, and the same thing about the criminal record of the origin country, both of them needs to be issued and attested or apostilled by the country where the document is coming from. That means that the attestation needs to be done by the Minister of External Affairs. If the country is not part of Vega Postal Convention, the document needs also to go to the Portuguese consulate of the country, so that the document can be valid here in Portugal. Later this document needs to be translated to Portuguese as well, but the most important part is exactly that they need to be legalized before submitting into the citizenship request. Other document that is recommended to have, is not in the mandatory list but is recommended to have, is a certificate of the counting of the time that you are here in Portugal. Of course, as you know, now for the purpose of citizenship, it counts the time since the moment that you submitted the request, not only the time that you are living here after getting your first resident card, but you will need, or at least you should have, the certificate of basic knowledge of Portuguese. That is also another document that you will need, and the certificate of counting of the time. Other document that sometimes I like also to join, just to reinforce your process, to give more strength, are the documents of the residence proof, like junta de freguesia, rental agreement, public deed of acquisition of a property, for example. Sometimes I also like to join the NIF number, social security number, job contracts, and some other documents that prove the connection to Portugal, the connection that you have with our country. You can tell me these documents are not mandatory, that's true, these last ones that I mentioned, but I think they should give more strength to the process. So the better is to join more documents than just those three, the mandatory ones. So yes, now you know what are the documents, the minimum documents that you should have to apply for the citizenship. So make sure that you have all of them and all of them correct. Don't forget about the translation of the documents that are not in Portuguese, to translate them to Portuguese, and the translation should be done by an authority that is certified to do the translations. Cannot be just a simple translation from Google Translator, for example. So you should go to an entity that has the qualifications to make this translation and recognize the translation. For example, the lawyers, solicitors. So it's important to pay attention on this aspect as well. And now you know. So thank you for watching to the video, and let's be ready for the next one. Thank you.